Kia ora everyone. I've got a great workout for you this morning. It's going to be simple yet effective. We're going to use some bits and bobs that we can find around the house, and I'm going to explain everything during this session so that you can get the intensity level that's right for you. So I will be using a lot of body weight exercises. For example, we're going to do some squats. However, if you need, you can use a chair so that you have something that you can be confident when you're doing your squats, and even have it beside a table or the kitchen bench just to give you some extra support there if you need. But I've also got some great tips for those that want to increase the intensity level as well. So the equipment that I'm going to use are some tins of beans, some soup maybe, so those will have the weights on them. I've also got some milk bottles, 2-litre milk bottles that I've filled up with water, and that's going to give me a couple of kilos. All right, so I do have some extra weight there that I can use specifically for the back work. Okay, now we're going to do 60-second blocks. That is going to include your rest phase as well. So if you do need a little bit more time to rest, perhaps to get your heart rate or breath down if you are just watching how hard you work, then you take breaks within that. Those of you that are looking to get a little bit more intensity out of today's workout, I want you to go and really push to snuggle in as much as you can within those 60 seconds, especially when we come to do the second round, because you'll be familiar with which exercises are coming up. So that means we are going to do 2 rounds of these exercises. However, if you wish, you could always rewind the video and do it again, yeah? Before we start, we're going to do a warm-up. Now, if you prefer, you can go outside and do a walk, something that's going to gradually warm you up, but do include some arm exercises there. Something to the side, forwards and back. Just get the chest and upper back working as well, so that when you join us for the main workout session, all your muscles will be warm and ready to go. Let's begin our warm-up. So we're going to do some flowing movements that just get us into our body. As I said, slowly warm up the body, warm up the muscles and joints, as well as eventually getting that heart rate going. So stand with your feet just hip width apart, nice and tall, and we're going to slowly wrap the hands around the body. Now, if you have arthritis, guys, you do need to be very aware of the intensity that you use your muscles at, making sure that you are gradually warming up and working within your range. But if you're good to go, I want you to just encourage those arms to come a little bit more vibrantly around the body. Wrapping around the waist. So I have a bend in the knees here. Now coming up a little higher, just giving yourself a pat up on the shoulders there, just widening up the chest. These are actually meridian points that we use in Tai Chi. But we won't go into too much detail of that here. If you're interested in Tai Chi, I've got some other videos there that you can have a look at, yeah? Slowly coming down. Now guys, I'm not using any music here. If you wish, pop some music on in the background. You'll still be able to hear me, but you'll have a little bit of a serenade behind. Makes the workout a little more enjoyable, huh? All right, so we're leaning in, right hand, right leg. And then as you pull your weight back, bring the left hand forwards. First thing to note here, guys, is the line of the knees follows the line of the foot. Slow this down if you need to. Any of you want to work a little bit more slowly, or the stance is a little bit more narrow, or you need to hold on, that's absolutely fine. All right? You work to your own pace. Stepping in, and now the left foot forwards and back. So I want you to really feel how the body's moving here. I purposefully have a slower, more flowing first part to the warm-up, because I like to just figure out if everything's working all right. Yeah, let my brain connect with my body, make sure that this left knee of mine isn't clicking and being a little temperamental. All right, feet under hips. Speaking of temperamental, sometimes shoulders can be a bit of an issue. So if you have a limitation here, just go as far as you can. But if not, reach up and swing, yeah? Fast or slow with those swings, depending on your limitation. Show you from the side. We're wanting to reach tall. 4 climbs of our ladder. And then down. Remember, only go as low as you wish, as vibrantly as you wish. But think about the big muscle groups of the glutes, your bottom, sticking out. Yep. Fantastic. Let's come back to the swaying bamboo. Right leg forwards. Reach and pull. Now this time, just make sure that your knees are still tracking over the line of the feet. But we're going to focus on the waist a little more. So as that back hand, in this case the left hand, comes forwards, feel the waist turn. Even pressure on both feet. Good job. Shoulders down. If it feels good, you can open the legs just a little bit wider and start to move a little bit more, yeah? Stepping in, coming to the other side now. Left arm reaches forwards, right arm from the back. You starting to warm up? So the intensity of this is starting to rise a little bit, but it will just feed into the second half of our warm-up. But if you do at any point need to slow down, bring it back down again, perhaps something is just a little bit of a niggle, please feel free to do so, yeah? And feet in. Just to finish off, 4 more times for our reach and swing. Good. Enjoying a lovely long length and freedom of the limbs. Okay. Just bring yourself into a march, guys, and roll the shoulders up and back. Forward we come. So I hope you're enjoying your music in the background, yeah? That'll make it much more fun. Gentle roll with the wrists. Other way. So if you do have arthritis in your wrists, just keep them moving slowly and gently, and hopefully we can get a little bit of grease in those joints for you, and then a little bit of strength. But at any point, coming onto the fingers now, at any point if a joint does not like what we're doing, please look for an alternative. That's why we have a chair with a mat on top that perhaps we can do some work on the elbows and forearms. Thumb in first, wrap the fingers. Like I said, elbows and forearms rather than doing them on the hands. Now, pinky in, thumb on top. Pinky in, thumb on top. Okay, coming into the second part of the warm-up now, guys. Big march on the spot. Lift your knees. Now, of course, take this slower if you need to. And if any of you wish, absolutely fine to grab hold of a chair to allow you to warm up those muscles but maintain safety. Okay, so intensity is going to rise for this next part. little bit quicker if you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, nice and light on the feet. We're not smacking the feet down on the floor, but we are rolling and using all of the muscles. Now, heel digs. Heel comes out front. Toe draws up to warm up the shin, the front of the lower leg. Elbows are in place, and we are hammering back. This is going to warm up the front and back of the arm, the bicep and the tricep. Yep. Take it slow, remember, with arthritis. Got to be nice and slow with those joints. Get the grease moving before you add any speed. Now, toes out back, punch forwards, punch and pull. Keeping those hands round about chest height to encourage the upper back and chest to warm without aggravating the shoulders. Yep. What it looks like from the front. So the movements are getting a little bit bigger now. So the breathing is starting to come up. 4, 3, 2, march on the spot. Big sweep up of the arms and down. Big sweep up of the arms and down. Good. 2 more. Breathe in and out. All right, now tap to the side. Here we have a bent elbow. Slow it down if you need to, because we are working through the shoulder cap here. Smaller muscle, and the side of the hip, which again is a smaller muscle group, yeah? 10, 9, 8, 7. Feeling the effects of this now, and on the spot. Well done. Arms reach up overhead. 2 of these. Okay, heel digs. Out front we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Straight into the out back toe taps and push. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Into the side taps, lateral raise. Keep it coming, 10 apiece. If you're doing fewer, you just do the same, but keep in time with us, yes? So when we change, you change. Even if it's only 6 or 5 you're doing. 3, 2, 1. Out back. 10, 9, 8, 7. Almost there, guys. Almost there. This is just a warm-up. 2 and to the side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, and out. Give it a bit of a shake. Well done. All right, guys, time to get into the workout main section. So 60 seconds. Each exercise, looking at different intensities, take rests whenever you need, and look for the different options. All right, first up is squats. Now I'm going to pull this chair so that you can see the option with the squat if you need to. Ready? And 1 minute. We're off. Feet are outside hips. Knees traveling over the line of the feet. Now it's absolutely fine if you just go down a little bit. Even holding on is absolutely fine. Sink, you're thinking about pushing your bottom back into the squat position. If you're going to use a chair, sit down and stand up. Sit down and stand up. You could even go for a triple pulse squat if you want to just up the intensity a little bit, yeah? Hang in there, guys. Thinking about using the big butt muscles. Almost there. God. Biggest muscle group in the body, this. Standing nice and tall, keep your chest lifted, try not to drop too far over. And we are done. Coming now into push-ups. onto your sturdy surface, body is flat, lower yourself down. Now you want your hands at chest height, no shrugging of the shoulders. If you prefer, you can come onto the wall. Hands again, chest height, heels lift, push towards the wall. Yeah? Same idea here. Push. We have got 20 seconds left. Remember, push the surface away. Other option, of course, maybe for the next round, we can be thinking about doing floor push-ups, okay? Push the surface away. Oh, right through the chest. Okay, those were the beeps, guys. We have got 1 minute rest now. So for those of you that need to, we could go for a little bit of a walk up and down our area. If you want to keep the intensity going, you keep going on the spot. Maybe a count of 20 and then rest for 10. Run for 20. Also, you could even come into balance practice for this minute. Heel to toe, aeroplane arms, turning round, forward, heel to toe for this round. Well done, guys. Breathe deeply. Breathe deeply. Once you get your balance, you can even take the arms down. Pause, slow it down a little bit. Okay, next one, mountain climbers. Similar position to the push-up, or you could even come onto a chair. We're running the knees into the chest. Now this can be done slowly. Now notice the feet are here, one knee in, replace. Knee in, replace. Knee in, replace, yeah? So it's not a kick. I've seen all sorts of things. It's not a kick, it's running in. So we are working the core here. We need strength through the upper body. Any sore wrists, come down like this. This can be done also on the higher surface of the chair or even down on the floor. Yep. But feel it through the thigh muscles and get your breathing coming up. Ooh, almost there, guys, almost there. Yeah. And relax, big breath in. Okay, coming now into the shoulder work. I've taken my lightest tins. Show you from the front. Arms up. Stop sign. Down, in. Up. Stop sign. Down, in. Shoulder blades are the name of the game here. Puffing and panting now, I tell ya. So if you wish, you can come into an overhead press as well for those that are wanting more. For those that are wanting less, just stay with this rotation, even without the tins. Yeah? The weight of the arms can be sufficient for this one. But remember, the intensity level are quite hard. We're trying to find, identifying the muscles we're working. Ooh, that feels good. And out. Okay, guys. Back into up and down the room. Back into up and down the room. So here, I'm coming into a little bit of a rest. Now I could go for a walk right the way around the living room here. Thinking about a nice long stride, tall posture. If you wish balance practice, you could come into leg lift, high or low, and warrior 3 balance, high or low. Yeah, so if you want to try that but a little lower, here is fine, and here is fine, okay? But we are going to be coming into a balance practice next, so maybe let's come into just a little bit of a run here to keep that intensity coming up. Now, Standing on one foot, option to hold on to the chair if you wish. Small, weight is on my leg here. Small, and then I'm unfurling, stretching as far as I can, wibbly wobbling, and then changing sides. So the idea is to have one leg supporting the weight. If you find that's too much, touch the toe. But can you stretch through crown, fingertips, toes to come into the biggest, most beautiful star you can? Slow and deliberate will make it a little more challenging. Get time to squeeze this one in. Can you go any further? Can you reach any further? And release. All right, guys, now coming into our roll. This is for the back of the body, so I'm going to use the milk bottles that I have with the water. Now, for a single row, nice to put your knee and hand on the chair so that you can isolate one side. If you're looking for a little more, please use both in a bent over position, keeping that tummy strong, the back nice and long. Think about pulling the bottle straight up against gravity. All right, now if you're on one side, you're going to change onto the other one. Yep, onto the other arm. Lift and pull, lift and pull. If you wish a little more, you can come into a triple row. So just drawing as though you're being lifted by the elbow. And out. Good job, everyone. Okay, coming into our minute's rest, coming up and down. So we have 1 minute now where you can have a little rest if you wish. Hi, Pootie. You can practice your balancing again. So that's one set. We're going to do a second set. However, if you find that you've really had enough, absolutely fine to just forward to the stretches, okay? Or we are going to do, when those beeps come, we're going to start right back at the beginning again. Bye, G. Do some more squats. Whew. Can feel it. Feel it. Is it quite hard? Remember that intensity level? Okay, guys, squats. Feet outside hips. Hips sink back. Go as low as you wish. Think about squeezing the glutes. Down and squeeze. Down and squeeze. If you want more, I want you to do a triple pulse and stand. If you're wanting even more, don't stand fully. Keep those legs bent so that you're never getting a rest. Remember, we want those knees traveling in line with the feet. We're not having any knees like this. It does not help, okay? Almost there, come on. Why are we doing this? This is the biggest muscle group in the body. It needs work. It needs to be a little hot and burning. You got that? Woo. Press through the heels. Press through the heels. That hip back isn't going to encourage it. All right, we're out. Now, push-ups. Where are we going to do them? I'm going to go onto the table here. Nice and smooth. You only need to come down to the same height as the elbow crease. Yeah, if you find that this is easier for you, no worries. No worries at all. You can even come into a triple pulse. Triple pulse. Now we still have 30 seconds, so if you wish, there's still time to come onto the floor here. Yep. Triple pulse. Oh. If you're good and strong, you can always do these on your toes. Yep. But we want to push the floor away, and for each of these movements to be clean. Looking for that timer. Almost there and out. Good job, everyone. Okay, up and down the room, having a little bit of a rest. Woo. So just a point of question. If you've got high blood pressure, going down on the floor, is that such a good idea? Bobbing straight back up again? Maybe not. What I'd like you to do is stay with the head higher than the heart so that you don't get dizzy with that up and down movement, yeah? Definitely allow that heart rate to lower in these walking sections, but of course, if you don't want to, how about coming into a run or even a star jump? Remember that bent arm is absolutely fine. If you want a little bit of impact, take it. Yeah? Whew. Almost there. So next two exercises. First one is mountain climbers. That's going to be another one for the heart. So hope you're up for it. Okay, so remember here, run those legs in. Options. You can always come down onto the forearms if you want to give your wrists a rest. Run those knees in. It's starting to get too much. Here, have a supported high knee run. Yep, lots and lots of options. Floor? Sure, why not? Just keep your hands, shoulders in line vertically. Oh. Big breath in, big breath out. Almost there, almost there. Hang on, guys. It's a real good one for the core, isn't it? Cool. And we're out. All right, now shoulders straight into it. Now, for those of you that want a little more, how about coming into a held squat position? Yep, just rotate those arms up. You could even do it with the bigger bean tins. This is almost a kilo here. You could even do it with your milk bottles. So imagine yourself sitting. This is just for those that want more. For those that are perhaps struggling a little bit now, remember we want it to be clean. You still have 20 seconds. You could even, oh, how's that? Woo, there we go. There we go. And we are out. Great job, guys. Coming now for our walk up and down. 1 minute. Woo, well done. So we only have 2 more exercises to go. So perhaps if you're feeling a little fatigued, you may want to work on your balancing, perhaps doing our controlled warrior 3s, alternating the legs, keeping the balance going, or perhaps you want to come up with intensity, even start doing some modified star jumps, or even the full star jump. Yep, you can go all the way up if you want. Whew. How you going? All right, so we've got 2 more minutes of exercises. We can do that. When it gets tough, guys, that's when you know it's working. Yep. Okay, now that heart is racing. Crunch into this little ball and then open each of the limbs as though you're being pulled from the fingertips, pulled from the crown, and other side. Small. So again, this is balancing. While we're doing this, can you recite the months backwards, please? Oh, that's hard to throw in at this time of the class, isn't it? Fatigue and heart rate. Keep going. What's before July? That's it. Keep going. Keep going. Don't forget to pull really flat with your stars. Good. Well done. It's important to keep the brain going as well. Okay, that is us done for the stars. We have got one final set of rows. Choose your equipment. Are you on 2 or are you on a single? For those that are looking for a little bit more for this final round, triple pulses. Lift. Feel those shoulder blades really start to engage. Yep. Remember, we're not shrugging the shoulders. We need to be bent over so that we can use our very high-tech weights against gravity. That's the idea. Remember, single side, absolutely fine. Here is absolutely fine, the other hand. Or, with control on your chair, change sides, guys. Come on to the other side if you're on one arm. Keep going. Woo. And I need you to do a few more here because we're over the halfway point, weren't we? Do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and out. Now you're even. Now you're even. Okay. One final. Walk up and down. Give it a shake. Let the heart rate come down. Breathe deeply. Now some of you may want to go again. Be my friend. Rewind. Alright, 1 minute up and down. Whew. Now let's just relax, get the heart rate down. Oh, breathe. You did a great job. Well done. Well done. However, some of you may want to go again. Be my guest. Just rewind when you hear those beeps go, and off you go again. 1 or 2 more rounds, alright? But remember, we are looking for clean execution of technique. We don't want to overdo it. You're looking for quite hard, especially for those arthritic joints, yeah? Almost there, guys. Feel like I'm pacing a small cell here. You can go further up and down, of course, yeah? Almost done. A few more seconds. And we are done for the main section. Let's do some stretches, shall we? First of all, big open and close. So we've got an upper back stretch, dynamic here, upper back stretch, and chest stretch. Big breath in as you expand, and big breath out as you collapse. Oh, good work. That was getting pretty challenging, huh? So I hope you understood all the different levels that we were going for there to try and accommodate different fitness levels. Maybe your legs, oh, let's switch this off. Maybe your legs are a little bit stronger than your arms, so that you can choose to work the different parts of the body appropriately, yeah? It's absolutely possible. You just need to be aware of what's going on. Like with these leg swings, we want to keep the hand on the hip that we're working. Let's try on the other side. To keep it square. Sometimes we can get carried away and do a little bit of a stretch this way. Nothing wrong with it, but you're stretching the inside of the thigh, which I want you to stretch the front here. So try to keep the hip nice and level. Good job. Okay, quad muscle. Holding onto the foot, drawing the heel in towards your glutes. This is for the front of the thigh. Now, lots of us aren't able to hold our foot as high as this. So we can use something like a chair to touch our toe on, and then tuck our tail under. And you should feel that beautiful stretch down the front of the leg. Okay, changing sides. Just make sure you are holding on if you've got your foot up on something in case it gets caught. We don't want you falling over at this stage, huh? All right, guys, that was for the quad at the front of the thigh. Now we've got the back of the thigh, the hamstring. So you can do this. Heel placed out front with the toe lifted. And by sinking the hips back, you should be able to feel a stretch up the back of the leg. Gently encouraging that knee to straighten, particularly good for arthritis, when we tend to have everything coming forwards. We want to start straightening those joints out a little bit. Changing sides, even breathing here. Never painful with a stretch. Okay, so we've done the tops of the thighs. Let's just go back down now to the calf muscle. I'll show you from the side. Just using the chair for support here. We have the heel down at the back with the toes pointing forwards. As you breathe out, just allow yourself to sink and enjoy that lovely release up the back of the lower leg. Feel good? And again, you can repeat these stretches if you wish by rewinding the video back a little bit and giving them a second go. Yeah, it can feel really good. All right, so we've done the chest, we've done the upper back. Give those shoulders a little bit of a roll. Give our wrists a little bit of a roll. Give yourself a little bit of a smile. And then looking over one shoulder. Rotate slowly and carefully to look over the other shoulder. Again. So if you have any comments or feedback, please get in touch with me using the comments beneath the video. There should be a facility there. Just bring your head up here. Maybe bring the eye gaze up, but don't push the head too far back. Now chin to chest, being very kind to the neck. Encouraging movement, but watching, because the head is quite a heavy object. Ears down to shoulder, other side, one more to each side. And that, my friends, is a complete, thorough, safe and effective workout. Good job. I'll see you again. Bye for now.